talk about the youngest billionaires in the world, and trust me, they are going to be as shocking as they are to me as they are to you. Okay, before you need to know, some of these billionaires, their money are inherited, and some of them actually self-made billionaires. And to understand something about billionaires is that to understand that it's about managing assets and knowing how to position yourself into the right place at the right time to make yourself rich. I have talked about being rich, I've talked about trying to navigate the wealth space and everything using my own personal life as an example. And trust me, things in this billionaire space are really, really shocking. And I had to just had to do some research and say, okay, let's see. These are the richest men in the world. We know them. We know the Elon Musk. We know the Bernard. We know the Bill Gates. All of them. We know all of them are those richest men. Okay, let's talk about the richest. I am 20 years old right now, and let's see, what should I have done before the age that I am right now if I had a chance to become one of those richest men in the world? Like, what are things that I should have learned, what are things that I should have done, what are things that my parents should have done before saying, okay, I am going to be the richest man in the world, I'm going to be one of the richest man in the world. Oh, trust me, I realized that, well, there are so many things that I could have done, but I might not actually be them, because if you look at this guy's lifestyle, you see that some of these things, like I said, the ones that are inherited from their parents, so those ones are built from their parenthood, and the ones that they themselves learned, those themselves did the work that needed to be done to become that stage. And if you check the timeline, at that time when they were doing those stuff, it's either I was not born, or either I was doing some of those play around. You know, understand? In this country, you have to also, and I wasn't hustling. So there's no becoming a billionaire. And also problem solving skills. People that are problem solving, especially those that are Nigerians, they are few. Why is that? Because before you can say, okay, I want to solve a particular problem in some terms of social space or all those kind of space, you have to do the needful, which is you need to eat, you need to find a way to at least put a roof under your head. And we that we are always concerned, okay, what are we going to, what are we going to do, what are we going to eat? Thinking about it morning, afternoon, night, always what we are going to put in our head. Who has time to be solving problems? Who has time for that? Is people that are bored that, okay, the food's already taken care of, the good is already taken care of, all those little problems, nobody's patching each other, nobody's always shouting, nobody's always making noise. Those ones that don't that, okay, had the opportunity to become those billionaires that we look up to right now. But for us in this Nigeria, also about hmm, what can I eat? What can I eat? What must I eat? But being that kind of stage now, it's really, really difficult. So let me get right to it. Let me start from the bottom to the top so that at least can add some sauce to it and you guys can be cracking your head that, okay, where exactly this number one? Where exactly this number one? And you know the title is about being the shock about these billionaires. And I did some of my research, and there are some old names that I saw, but I'm going to put that as an honorable mention. So let's get right to it. Number five, Ryan Breslow is worth 1.1 billion US dollars and is 28 years old. He is from US and is also the co-founder of Bolt. He took out at Stanford University at the age of 14, and in January 2022 he stepped down from being the chairman of the company Bolt, and from right now is single. Okay, let's break this thing down. He is the co-founder of Bolt. I think Bolt was created in someone in one of those countries. I can't. I'm going to be concerned. I can't remember those countries, but he is the co-founder of Bolt. And that time, that the guy that created Bolt, I'm very certain is a good programmer and he understood the business model. He is currently 28 years old. I'm 20 years old. That's 8 years. So let's see if I can become a billionaire within 8 years. and is at Stratford. I think he was learning programming at Stratford, but at that time, let's look at the Stratford University. Now that's like one of those good schools. Those schools you find good people and you know what you want to do. You already have to start planning what ahead. People that are learning programming now will be at like, okay, this is what I want to do in life, and they've already start putting themselves in the right position. And I'm pretty sure, but like I always say, some of the people that are the most successful people in this world are the ones that are the weird ones, the ones that are introverts, the ones that always stand out from the norms of the society. So I'm 100% sure he stand out some way or the other, and he has been working hard and pushing himself because he I don't know if he had the money already, but I know that he being one of the co-founder of Bolt made him to propel in this state of becoming one of the richest, the youngest richest men in the world, and that is a good advantage. So if you want to become this rich guy, you want to become this billionaire, you want to become this guy that has all the money in the world. One thing that I would say for you is to position yourself in the right business, the right stage in life, position yourself in the right place so that when the opportunity comes, you will be part of the crowd that propels to the top, straight up. But so many people are always like, I don't want to go that far, I want to be, I'm too shy, my rate is not this. You're still giving stupid excuses. Once you position yourself, once the fourth person is already successful, then you automatically will become successful. And if you can't really understand and do that kind of thing, then it's 100% your fault. Because in this life, like I said, it's all about positioning yourself to becoming the great person that you are meant to be. Number four we have here is Katharina Andresan. She's worth 1.5 billion. She's one of the her sister, younger sister is Alexandra Andresan, and she's 1 year older than her sister. Like right now, she's 27. Her sister is 26. Okay, why am I mentioning her sister? They inherited their money from from their family. The company that the family own is called Ford and is active in the Nordic Stock Exchange. Okay, what did I say there? Their parents, their family rather, or their father in this sense is a wealthy person who gave the daughters the money. He gave them 42% of the money that he has of their family in the 40% of their family investments. And right now, their father is being the one that is managing that company. If you don't have rich dad, you need to become rich so that you can be the rich dad. And I've said that if you don't have rich dad, it's actually your fault that your father is your dad's fault that you are not rich. But also, if you can't be blaming your parents all the time, so you need to start doing the work and start putting yourself and start doing what's needed to be done. You have seen that this is the problem that I have. So how can I fix it? What can I do? What is the thing that I need to get done in my life so that I can be the best of the best? Then you look at yourself, okay, this is my problem. I am the poorest in my family because my family have a little sum of wealth, but we are not still rich. But I being the son without making any money, I'm the poorest of my family. How can I become the richest of my family? How can I do this right thing that needs to be done that I can be the bigger than the baller when my dad was actually a baller? You get what I'm trying to say? So as a very young age, you need to start looking at yourself. Okay, my dad is not rich. That's my dad's problem. But now that I'm not born into wealth, what is the thing I need to be done? And you just said that your inability, the problem you're having right now is a motivation for you to achieve success. Look at yourself. I'm not rich, I'm poor, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. Okay, that is just excuses that you keep on giving yourself for life. You're just piling up excuses. What do you need to do to fix your situation right now? Start putting in the work. I am poor. I don't want my family to be poor. So I need to start doing what is needed to be done to become the rich guys. Okay, before we move on, please, if you like this video, please like, please subscribe, please share, please follow the the Immortal Lifestyle, which I've created a separate channel and separate accounts on all social media platforms. The Immortal Pod. So you guys can search that, or you can subscribe to my own channel at the Real Boat. Currently, I'm hosting it on my own personal channel, but subsequently, I'm going to be hosting on the Immortal Lifestyle channel. And if God knows, if by God's grace, by special grace of God, we are working personally to position ourselves into the right state for Duamis, and when we've gotten our company ready and everything that needed to be ready, I will let you guys know and you guys will see. So I am myself, I'm not rich, so I'm positioning myself to become the rich son of this family. But before we go to number three, can I just mention someone where I did a quick deep down right here. His name is Kim Jong Yoon. Sorry, her name is Kim Jong Yoon. She inherited her father's share in Nexon, and she is worth $2.5 billion. Nexon, the company was founded by Jong Yoon, Kim Jong Jun, Kim Jong Jun, her father, and Jake's son. Nexon was founded in Seoul, South Korea in 1994, in Tokyo, Japan, and currently the CEO is Owen Mahoney, and the parent company is NXC, and the revenue the company generates is 274.5 billion Japanese yen, is not actually US dollars. So this is just one company. I currently didn't see her name as one of the top five, because the list I checked this for when I was doing the research made her the number one. But I did not see her as the top five. I don't know why. Probably because she's too young, or probably because I don't know the reason. Okay, let's move on. The number three is Wang Zelong. He is worth $1.4 billion, is currently 26 years old. He owns an high stake in two chemical companies. The company is in China and is currently married. To be honest, I want to ask a question. What is with Asian people and chemicals? I have watched so many Asian movies, and there's something that is always intriguing about them. Is always about chemical factory, chemical problems, chemical research, chemical this thing. I don't know if China or North Korea, if China or South Korea are the largest chemical producers in the world, but I know that they have this interesting lifestyle of chemicals, and probably that's why they have this guy as one of the youngest, richest billionaires in the world. And congratulations to him, he's married. So you, the single ladies out there that are looking for a young 26-year-old billionaire so you can date, well, Wang Zelong is not part of the list, so go and find someone you are going to date. Your choice. Well, I'll be. Okay, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and let's continue. Number two is Alexandra Andresan. She's worth 1.5 billion, like her sister. And I've mentioned her sister, who is number four, which is Katharina Andresan. They are from Norway, and they also inherited 42% of the stake, and the two of them are currently single. So those two ones are those that inherited the family money, and damn, your father is not rich. You need to do something and fix it too. Because these things, when I keep on seeing these things, I'm just my head. Okay, let me give you some honorable mentions. We have Pedro Fachestin, which is 25 years old, and yeah, that's him. I didn't do the research on how much is what, but yeah, that's him. Okay, okay, yeah. I haven't mentioned Alexandra Wang. Alexandra Wang is what 25 is 25 years old. I'm not sure. I think he's one of the richest, the youngest richest man in America. I'm not sure, but he is the founder of Scale AI. Scale AI is currently worth 7.3 billion. He himself is worth $1.3 billion. He's the youngest self-made billionaire in the world, and the company Skill AI was co-founded by Lucy Gu, who I assume is his girlfriend because she's very hot. Lucy Gu, if you want a Nigerian guy who is not a scammer, who is just into his podcasting, please, I'm here. Don't worry, I will do anything for you. I'll do anything for you. Okay, the number one and the richest, youngest self-made billionaire in the world is. Wait, guess the country this guy is from. Just guess. Most of the people I'm mentioning are okay. Some of them are actually US, China, Norway, and countries like that, yeah, and Korea. So, guess this guy's country. Is that country that took over the world? But I don't want to claim anyone for it. To be honest, I don't know the whole story because I wasn't born in that time, so it's not my business. But yeah, this guy is from Germany. His name is Kevin David Lehmann. He's worth $2.3 billion. He owns a drugstore. Like, how can a drugstore make you like? Have you guys seen pharmacy? Pharmacy is making you billions. This guy owns 50% of the Germany leading drugstore, druggery market. I don't know how to pronounce, but I assume this word means drug market. But well, it's pronounced something like that. The company is generating 12 billion dollars in revenue. It started in 1974, and in 2017, its fathered Gwenda transferred 50% of his ownership to a son, though there's no much information of it, but it's also one of those children that their parents transferred money to them. Now, Kevin, which is number one, Alexander number two, Katharina number four, and we don't know much about Ryan, but I also believe that his parents should have money before him come having money. Those guys are mostly transferred money. The only self-made billionaire rather, here is Wang Zelong. Wang Zelong started this. Oh, sorry. Wang Zelong too also has a high stake, but I also think this guy is an investment. The only one is Alexander Wang who started Scale AI, and the guy loves programming. So for you programmers out there, it just don't just be programming for the sake of I want to program and work in one big IT firm because the world is in trouble. It's not going to be easy for me to get a job. It's not going. You just look at it. Okay, this problem is the problem. You don't have to be solve a problem that the world has solved. Somebody in US can solve. I've already solved the problem. All you need to do is find the problem that hasn't been solved in your own particular region. Then, once you do that, I'm very certain that if you position yourself in the right business mind frame, you can become a billionaire as soon as possible. And it's very easy to become a billionaire in this age. Just do the right thing that's needed to be done. This boat, if you think that okay, that's not a good is not a good excuse, then you should look at boat. Boat was founded during the time that Uber was reigning, that everywhere was Uber. But that guy realized that okay, in my own country, there's no Uber per se. So what can I do to bring Uber in my country? Then he coded the app. Had his girlfriend create the logo, blah blah, the business structure, but he also created a form of Uber in his own country, and right now he is he is very rich and his business is booming. Even right now in Nigeria, Bolt is everywhere. I think it's one of the cheapest um taxi this thing in one of the online taxi in Nigeria. So what you need to do is you need to be doing the right thing at the right time and put yourself into the right places so you can become one of those rich guys. And do not look at what everybody's thinking. Oh, it's too late. Those guys made their money early. I know that it's never too late. There are people that are billionaires at the age of 60. There are people that are billionaires at the age of 10. You just need to do the right thing that's needed to be done and find, okay, what is my main purpose in life? What is that thing that God has sent me to this planet to do? Then look, okay, this is what God has sent me. Then how can I make the most of it? God do not send you to this planet to suffer. He doesn't send you to this planet to become poor. So you can't say that if God did not allow it, if I don't know about how God thinks, but if I'm God, there are some people that no matter how they've lived their life to the best fashion, you just like okay, I put in this plan and this can make you poor. What kind of insult is that? Hey, you go to hell. But I'm not God, so I don't think that's why I'm not God. Because if I'm God, I've done so many awful things to people. Well, you guys should try and just do the right thing at the right time. This is what I want to achieve in life. This is what I want to achieve in life. This is my purpose. Then how can I position myself into the right thing and do the right thing that's needed to be done at the right time? Else, you just be one of those guys that keep on complaining, and you achieve absolutely nothing. So do the right thing and make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, and see you on the next episode of the podcast. I am hoping that I will be able to do it on Saturday. I can try to do it on a midnight like this so that I'll just, and if you guys ever virtually see it, you guys should please yeah, you guys should please watch out. And one thing I'm also trying to do is, yeah, aside from the twice a week, I'm trying to, like I said, position myself and give myself a real time for me to rest. Because from working for someone, working my own company and trying to build my own company and everything is really really frustrating. And I'm trying to pushing myself. Even today, right now, I couldn't work. I was just tired. I just slept off because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go for workouts. Couldn't do anything. I wasn't feeling well. I'm not even sure if again I'll be able to do it because right now it should be like another to one. But I'm just tired. So that's more less ranting, and you guys should please watch out Saturday probably, hopefully. Then bye for now. Thanks. I'm the Immortal Bolt and see you very, very soon.